Hannah from Manor Farm. This is our first ever boredom busting vlog. Lots of you guys were expecting to have a fun-filled Easter here on the farm with us, but now have found yourselves spending it at home. So you've messaged in to say you'd like to be here in spirit. So here goes our first ever virtual register time. Follow me. Register time! Find a seat for your bottom. Find a bottom for your seat. Right. Emily. Macy.
Yes.
Elspeth.
Yes.
Tilly.
Yes.
Oliver.
Yes.
Stuart.
Yes.
Megan.
Yes.
Samuel.
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Indy.
Yes.
Evan.
Yes.
Isabella.
Yes.
Pete.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
William.
Yes.
Arthur.
Yes.
Otto. Otto, you here?
Yes.
Lily.
Yes.
Max.
Yes.
Fuad.
Yes.
Ruby.
Yes.
Willa.
Yes.
Maudie.
Yes.
Daniel.
Yes.
Emma. Emma Barrowell, are you here?
Yes.
Grace.
Yes.
Alistair.
Yes.
Imogen.
Yes.
Lewis.
Yes.
Hey everybody, I have to say that is the most well-behaved register time we've ever had. And on that note, let's go on to the much-awaited guinea pig of destiny. Now, for any of you who don't know how guinea pig of destiny normally works, what we do is we all sit very quietly in the register circle and focus our minds as hard as we can until we're psychically linked with the guinea pig in the centre of the circle. Today's lucky guinea pig is our friend Maisie, and whoever's destiny it is to be chosen by the guinea pig, they win a prize. I have an extra special prize today to say thank you for everybody for getting in touch with us to ask to be in our virtual circle. This is one of the best books ever. This is my copy, which is a bit worn out. It's the stick book. Whoever Maisie chooses, I'm going to post you a copy of this stick book to enjoy. 100 things to do with the stick. We're going to have a little look at it later on as well. Right, here we go. And fate has decided we have two lucky winners, Henry Cobb and Peter Hewson. Well done, guys. The stick book will be winging its way to both of you. After register time, we always head outside to say hello to some of the animals. Let's see who's behind the door. For those of you who don't know Buster and Baxter, our piggies, they like nothing more than to snuffle up all the straw in their mouths and build a giant pigloo and then hide inside. Unfortunately, I had hoped they were going to do it today, but with our first warm spring day, I think they feel like they just don't need a hot, snuggly bed. So instead of hide and seek pig, we're going to have a go at a little bit of pig hypnosis. Activity today from the stick book is going to be activity number 20, make a hobby animal. Now, I'm quite lucky that I have all sorts of materials from around the farm, but I have decided for every activity we do on these vlogs, I'm not going to go out and purchase anything especially. I'm always going to use bits and bobs we can find. I've got shells and clay for sticking my bits on, but you could sew things on, you could use buttons, you could draw on it, you could glue things on. The main ingredients here are a stick and an old sock. So first things first, I've also found this amazing stick, which is already shaped a bit like a hobby animal, makes my life easier. And then I'm going to get my old sock and stuff him. Now I'm going to keep his head in place with a little bit of string. Now for his ears and eyes. I'm going to attach mine with some clay because it's air dry clay, and if we don't use it, it's probably going to dry up anyway. You could even make the eyes and the different features out of clay if you happen to have any at home. If you really want to get stuck in, mud from the garden works pretty well too, but it takes longer to dry. Here is my finished hobby animal. I think he's a horse. Now, if you feel like you're probably a bit too mature to ride him around the house and garden, it's also a brilliant time while you're at home with family to give people a little surprise with your hobby animal. Let's have a go. I promised everybody our last activity would involve toilet roll centres, but I think quite a few people might have some extra loo roll middles hanging about at the moment. We don't usually use these at school and holiday club and nurseries because some people are a little bit worried about the hygiene issues, but actually, as long as they look clean, the health and safety executive say it's absolutely fine. If you are a little bit worried, you can also bake them in the oven. If you set your oven to 160 degrees and bake them for 20 minutes, that will sterilise them. Some people use the microwave, but that's not always a good idea because if you leave them in for too long, they can be a bit of a fire hazard. Now, another thing we never use at Holiday Club is peanut butter. We're a nut-free site, as some of our visitors have got allergies. But in the safety of your own home and allergies allowing, dig around in the cupboard. I found some peanut butter, bit of coconut oil, which you could use instead of the peanut butter if you can't have nuts. Don't use honey. This is going to be for the birds, and honey's not great for birds. And then have a rummage around for any old or slightly stale cereal. So the first thing you need to do, which is the best bit, is get a few handfuls of your old cereal, pop them into a pestle and mortar, and have a good old clap and a crunch. Like a crunchy cereal cocktail, and then spread them out in an oven tray. I'm going to go for some shredded wheat as well. Birds love cereal. Different types of birds actually get attracted to different types of cereal. So once we've finished this and popped it up in the garden, quite an interesting experiment. You could make different ones with different cereal on different days and keep a log of who came to peck at it. Once you've given those a good smash, spread them out on your tray. And the next thing is to get your toilet roll centre and give it a good, generous slathering peanut butter or your alternative. Then all you've got left to do is roll it in your delicious cereal. And voila, you've got a delicious bird feeder that you can just slot over a branch of a tree in the garden and then sit in the house and watch to see who comes for a feast. Remember, when you've finished, have a jolly good hand wash. I hope you've enjoyed the virtual visit to Farm Club, and we'll see you again soon.